Book Club, and today what we have in store for you is
St. Patrick's Day! Woo! Yeah! Now this video will be up after St. Patrick's Day, but we are filming today on this day, March 17th.
where we're wearing all this St. Patrick's Day fun stuff. So the tag that we're going to do today is the
Kiss Me, I'm Irish book tag.
Yeah. Oh my god, kiss me, I'm Irish. Mwah. Actually, I'm Scottish. I'm Irish. Ah!
We found it from Becca Awesome Book Nut. We're not actually sure who made it, but we will link hers down below. Shall we get started?
We shall. Let's do this.
Yeah!
Yeah!
So our first one is green. Pick a book with a green cover.
So our picks are Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas
And The Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling.
Yay! Like pretty green. With all this other green. So much green.
Blarney. A book that deceived you into either liking it or was overhyped and you ended up disliking it. We don't like to do the dislikes so much because we feel really bad because we're nice people.
We're nice people. I hate being mean.
I do.
hate it.
Me
I hate being like, oh, I really didn't like this book, but I really didn't. And unfortunately,
the struggle is real. So our picks for this one were Stealing Snow by Daniel Page.
I haven't read this one yet, but you did.
I did. Well,
You got halfway through
I
it.
got a little over halfway through
Well, that's
it.
the book. That's the same thing that happened with my book that I'm about to show.
And which is so disappointing to me because I wanted to like this one. I did because I love Dorothy Must Die and I think Danielle Page is a great writer. But I couldn't get into it. And
It's a retelling of Snow White?
no,
Oh.
it's The Snow Queen.
Snow Queen. Oh, okay.
So, and I always hope that it's the timing of the books that I'm reading, and I kind of hope that maybe I'll get back to it and my opinion will change.
You never know. I've had that
I
happen.
didn't hate it. I just had a hard time connecting to it.
I can feel that.
Mary, what was yours?
Mine. And I feel so bad because I really wanted to like this book, and it's actually a recent read too, and that is Roseblood by A.J. Howard.
And I know how much you love Phantom of the Opera.
I love Phantom of the Opera
mean,
so
who doesn't love Phantom
much,
of the Opera?
and I was very excited about it, but and maybe it was timing. But
I always hope that it's timing.
I always hope that it's timing
Always.
because I really do want to enjoy this book. It seems like it could go someplace, but this one just
I have several ones.
it was hard for me to get into it. Like I listened to the audiobook and I just couldn't connect with Rune, and it was just Thorn was a cool character, but I couldn't get over Father Eric the Phantom.
Was he a thorn in your side?
No, but Father Eric was Brig.
I hope I'm saying that right. Probably not.
Sorry.
A book where one of the characters has an accent.
So for this one, I picked Caraval by Stephanie Garber. The reason why I picked this for the accent one is because I listened to the audiobook, and Julian has a Spanish, accent.
Ooh.
And it was just, it's a female, audiobook narrator, but I mean, her, Spanish speaking for Julian was just delicious, and I absolutely loved it. And it was amazing, and Julian was just...
So for the one I chose Vampire Academy because Dimitri has a delicious Russian accent.
Russian.
You know how I love the Russian.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Russian.
I love the Russian.
I love the Russian. It's beautiful. It's just perfect.
I love how deep it is.
Right?
It's just sexy. The next one is Leprechaun, a book you enjoyed when you were Shayna size little.
My whole shelf.
Me! Right now!
Okay, so a book that I enjoyed when I was younger was The Seance by Joan Larry Nixon. I went through a phase where I was obsessed with murder mystery books.
I feel like you still are.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Now I've just, evolved into horror in general. It's fine. But I love Joan Larry Nixon. I have several of them that stay on my shelf, and I adored the murder mystery ones?
For mine, it was nothing, because I was a child that didn't like to read. And I was very opposite of Shayna, who read all of her childhood. From birth. I hated reading. It was because of my dyslexia, and it was so ADD and stuff. I couldn't sit down to read or anything like that. But when I grew up, that's when I started getting into books. I do remember a book when I was younger that was called Everyone Poops, and I loved it.
That's very Mary-esque.
It's very me, but I loved it, and I like it. It was such a good book. It was so funny because it had pictures. Pot of Gold, a book that cost a lot of money or is very valuable to you. For this one, I chose A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas.
I know everyone is surprised.
Everyone is surprised. Oh my gosh. I treasure this book so much. I'm
gonna steal it from her house one day.
No!
Alright, the one I chose is not necessarily a novel, but it's a book. So, the Harry Potter Film Wizardry book. This is my most expensive book on the shelf, and I got it as a present. But I love this book. It has so many great treasures inside. And, I mean, hi, hello, it's Harry Potter.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Can't beat that.
4-Leaf Clover, your current or favorite series? So besides the obvious choices like Sarah J. Maas or Court of Mist and Fury,
Or, you know, Harry Potter.
I chose 2 books, and so did you, right?
I did.
You did? So I have 2 series that aren't finished yet, but I'm like obsessed with them, and they will be ending this year, and that is the Illuminate series by Amie, Kaufman, and Kristoff, and To All the Boys I Loved Before series by Jenny Han. I love these 2 series. I think that they're so cute, and they're so opposite, like so completely different. But
That's a contemporary, right?
this is like a contemporary trilogy, and this is like sci-fi
Which
space.
is a little strange for you.
I know.
Because we don't really, we like contemporary, but we're not like super contemporary.
But I had wanted to read this for so long that I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do it, and I'm so glad that I did, because it's so cute, and I love it. And then this audiobook is so good, and I've talked about it in my Illuminate book talk. It's so good, and if you haven't listened to it, you need to listen to it, because it's amazing. So those are my picks.
So for my picks, I chose House of Night by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. This is one of the ones that kind of launched me into YA in the first place. I have a thing for vampires. Didn't know. I love vampires, and I love the different kind of vampire that's in this book. It's kind of like a mix between vampire and Wiccan. I love this cast of characters. I love the storyline. It breaks my heart multiple times. I cried so many times in this book. I can't even tell you. And the other one I chose,
Obvious for you.
Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This actually, the funny thing is these got me into reading YA in the first place, and this one is the one that launched me back into it. I fell in love with this book pretty much hardcore immediately. I love it. It breaks my heart also multiple times. My heart is easily broken. My heart is broken. But Maven.
The end. We'll see what happens to Maven in the 3rd book.
This one is ending next year. No, is it ending? It's just 4. I'm not prepared.
And Victoria did say at
we're not talking about that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I had, sidebar. I think I actually had like a slight panic attack.
Oh no. Sidebar. I was talking about this with Sam and Elizabeth before you came over, because Elizabeth's reading.
Yeah.
The King's Cage.
Finally.
She's finally reading King's Cage. But I told them, I was like, Victoria told us that, in the 4th book, it'll be decided who team she's on, Maven or Cows, because something will happen. And literally Shayna's, we're on the 2nd row, and Shayna's like, like having like a spasm attack, and I'm just sitting there like, dazed, and I was like, I didn't have control over my body. You didn't. You didn't. You were just like, for a good 5 minutes, you were like that. Yeah, she continued on like nothing had happened, and I was like panicking, dying inside. You were dying inside.
Magic, a book that you found magical, or a book where you enjoyed a magic element that was found in the storyline.
For this one, I chose 3 Dark Crowns by Kinder Blake. I just love the magicalness of all 3 girls and just the twists and turns that this book gives. And I just can't wait for, it's One Dark Throne, right? That's the next one. And because I think it's only duology, but
I don't understand.
I need my hands on that. I need to know what happens because the magical elements of these 3 girls are just so good.
So when I chose Wicked Lovely by Melissa Marr.
You love that book.
I do, and I keep trying to get Mary to read it, and she won't because she's a jerk.
There's so many books out there, people, like there's so many books, like,
except for the fact that you always tell me to read a book, and I have to go read it like right then. And I tell her for months and months and months, actually almost a year, have I been telling you to read this? Almost a year. And nothing has happened.
Oops.
Kiss. Your current favorite book pairing or your all-time favorite book pairing?
So for this one, we have some honorable mentions.
And we also have multiple pairings. Because we can't choose.
We can't choose.
Okay, so for mine, I have Andy and Clark from The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson.
Love it!
Because they are literally precious.
Precious. And Clark's just cute.
Clark is delicious. And my other one is Maddie and Ollie from The Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon, because I'm sorry, let's be real.
They're cute. They're precious. And they're just, I love them.
Ollie. And I mean, there are my normal pairings, Sarah J. Maas pairings,
Red Queen.
Harry Potter, Red Queen.
So I, of course, have honorable mentions. Feyre and Rhysand are probably, like, very top, but I talk about them way too much, so I didn't want to put them in this. Another honorable mention is Ruby and Liam from The Darkest Minds.
Who else? Honey, we don't have that much time. Everyone.
So my choices are Audrey Rose and Thomas Cresswell from Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. I love them together. They're so cute. I just
Next one.
can't wait till Hunting Prince Dracula. Like, I need that in my hands right now. Carrie, call me. Like, hook up, you know, get it. I love it. I need it. My next choice is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, Kaz and Inej. Like, I love them so much. So much. So much they make me cry.
How much?
So much.
So much.
They're precious babies. Like, I love him. I love them.
Luck. A book on your shelf that you will luckily get to someday.
Someday. Maybe. Hopefully. So my pick was The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. This was before we started BookTube or anything like that. We were like, this is gonna be our book of the month. Yeah, we're just gonna all read it and stuff.
And then talk about it.
And talk about it. Nobody ever read it. And it's just been kind of like our little like joke.
We'll
like
get
inside
to
joke. We'll get to it eventually. Maybe.
So, Mary's shunning me right now because mine is actually Queen of Shadows.
How dare you?
I want to get to it, I do, but every time but it's like, it's so huge, and we have books of the month, and then I don't get to it, and I still don't get to it, and I'll get to it eventually, I promise.
No, you are shunned. Shunned, I say! No! You cannot win me back, your love. No, I got no baby. The baby. Give me the baby. Give me the baby. It needs to be comfort because it hasn't been read. Oh, baby.
Our next one is Jig. A book that if you don't currently own but could get a hold of, it would make you dance.
Aqua, I need it. I need it. I need a quart of Wings in Ruin. I need it. I need it right now. I need it. I need it.
It's okay. It's okay.
It comes out the day before my birthday and I need it. I need it. I need it now. I need it.
It's okay.
I need it. What book do you want?
Well, there's actually a couple that are right there close together that I need. I need The Last of Red Queen!
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like how she feels about AquaWar, I feel about Red Queen. And one of the other ones that I have been wanting so badly for months, really, is First Life by Gina Schwalter. The next one just came out and it refueled my fire to want this DeadGum book. I just want it, and I love the cover. It's so pretty and nice and feels fun. The last one is Rainbow, where we tag people. So we want to tag everyone. Everyone gets a tag.
Yay!
So this has been our Kiss Me I'm Irish book tag.
We hope y'all enjoyed it.
Don't forget to like it.
And subscribe. And leave us comments down below.
We love the comments.
Letting us know what your choices would have been. I'm Mary.
I'm Shayna.
And we are Nerdy BookBOOK Club, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Yay, okay.
Yeah! Was there another one I was gonna put?
Sirius, stop it! Oh, Dumbledore! You didn't do it, you didn't fall. Hair on fire. Hair on fire! For this one, I chose 3 dark counts. 3 dark counts! 3 dark counts! 3 dark counts! To the merry dance. Just gonna cover her face with it. Well, it's so close to my mouth, I was just about to just do this in the video, see if anybody noticed. I'm just gonna go I noticed.